Hey everybody, Slayerhofen here, back for a PBL Season 5 Week 2 recap. Um, we're going up against Beardy and the Oakland Remoraiders this week. They have a team of Megamanectric, Victini, Milotic, Tornadus Incarnate, that is, Nidoqueen, Bronzong, Tangela, Weavile, Florges, Drampa, and Hariyama. So definitely some really big threats. Megamanectric and Weavile outspeed pretty much my entire team. Weavile speed ties with Swellow, I guess, but definitely some fast threats. Victini just is super hard to switch into. Got some nice bulk in Bronzong and Milotic and Florges. And then, uh, yeah, Tornadus Eye is kind of a tricky mon, and Hariyama does a pretty good job of just walling Mega Houndoom and being hard to switch into. So definitely got a good team, and yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. So let's jump into our team. First up, we got Roserade. Sub, Leech Seed, Sleep Powder, Sludge Bomb. This thing comes in on Milotic and Florges and can get up a sub, and then Leech Seed. Sleep Powder is nice to be able to try to just put something to sleep. Sludge Bomb is really good stab against this entire team. His resistances are Nidoqueen and Bronzong, but I can put Bronzong to sleep, and I can Leech Seed both of them. So that is nice. Next up, we have Swampert. So the Swampert was supposed to be Rest Talk, obviously, but I kind of was like switching around the moves. I changed this kind of last minute from a Resto Chesto set to Resto Chesto Curse set to a Rocky Helmet Rest Talk set, and in the midst of changing it, I had two waterfalls instead of Rest Talk, so I actually entered the game and I only had three moves, which was really stupid on my part, but oh well. This Roserade speed creates max speed, Queen. It's got some bulk, so I can take. What was I able to take? I think that was for Bronzong. Yeah, this is for Bronzong to take a Gyro Ball. Is the bulk, and then the special attack, just whatever I've left off. Anyway, Bronzong or Swampert outspeeds Min Speed Melodic, and yeah, Earthquake Waterfall is just really good stab against his team. Tornadus and Tangela are his two Earthquake switch-ins. And yeah, I don't think Tangela comes. If Tangela comes, then Roserade just switches in on that all the time. Next up, we have Shekel, Koopa. Oh yeah, Annie Leonhardt and Howland Reed. Shekel, Sticky Web, Stealth Rock, Rock Tomb, and Knockoff. Got a decent amount of attack investment so that Rock Tomb can pop this up of Weavile. Knockoff is just like a nice move to have. I pop a berry with Gluttony means that we have quite a bit more HP than we usually do. Sticky Web lets me outpace his team and run stuff like the Jirachi and Heracross sets that you'll see, and then Stealth Rock is just nice to chip down. And really, Shekel's movesets, like outside of Sticky Web, it's kind of like three moves that are whatever, so why not put Stealth Rock on there? I had Encore on this instead of Knockoff at one point, but I know, because I'm so slow, like it's hard to effectively Encore, so I took that off. Yeah. Heracross, Flame Orb, Guts, Sword Stance, Close Combat, Facade, Knockoff. Facade is really good. I can click Facade against Weavile, and a two-hit KOs like a floor just coming in, or maybe Milotic depending on his set, so this thing is really good. Sword Stance, I don't think I'll click, but there's a chance that I'm up against like a Florges or a Milotic or something really bulky that's just trying to like recover stall me, and then I can just click Sword Stance and punish that. So next up we got Latias, Calm Mind, Roost, Draco, Meteor, Psyshock, Dragonium Z. So the Z move means I take less from a knockoff from Weavile, and with this spread, I can actually take one hit depending on the Weavile set. If he's like Bandit or Life Orb, then it kind of depends what health I'm at, but I can potentially take one hit. I can definitely take knockoff decently well. I think he needs to be banded or have a fair amount of chip on me to take for me to die to a knockoff. Icicle Crash. I think Life Orb, he needs a like really high roll to knock me out from full. So yeah, I can take a hit from Weavile and get off the Draco. Psyshock is for Florges, Calm Mind, Roost. This thing with its investments is a decent Victini check, so yeah, that's that. And then Jirachi, Weakness Policy, Shadow Ball, Psychic, Iron Head, Thunderbolt. So this coverage covers pretty much everything on his team. Weakness Policy is a little bit cheeky, but if I can get webs up, then I don't really, then like I can put myself in a situation to take an attack and start firing off moves. So Psychic Resist, Sarvictini, Weavile, Bronzong. Is that it? Yep, that is it. So Shadow Ball hits both Victini and Bronzong, and then Weavile gets hit by Ironhead. Even though I am modest, I have the chance to flinch, and Weavile is just pretty frail. Ironhead is also really nice for Florges, because it's pretty specially bulky, obviously. And then Thunderbolt is nice for Milotic as well as Tornadus. Yeah, Milotic, kind of like thinking of what are the bulky mons that he has, and like Milotic is a bulky mon that I can't flinch down as effectively since it resists Ironhead, so having T-Bolt coverage for it is really nice. So anyway, that is the team. Okay, so let's get into the match. So looking at his team, and he doesn't have Bronzong on the team, which is kind of surprising. He also doesn't have Nidoqueen, so Sludge Bomb is pretty free to just fire off. Looking at his team, he doesn't have rocks anywhere, actually. Those are also his two rockers, so I expected one of them to come definitely. He doesn't have Tornadus Eye, which I didn't mention this in the team builder, but him clicking Prankster Defog was really annoying for webs, so nice to not see that. Floor just looks like it will be his defogger if he has one on the team. So anyway, let's get on into this as he leads Victini, and I'm going to go ahead and lead Shekel, as I think maybe he's going to taunt me. So I almost click Rock Tomb here, but I'm like, well, if he taunts me, then I can kind of click Rock Tomb, and I can figure out a time to get to this in later. So I just go for webs, and he goes for Magic Coat. Really good play on his part. I know when I've had webs in the past, I've like looked and seen if things got Magic Coat. I probably should have done that this time, but I just completely forgot about it, so he gets me really good. Now here, I think that, let me look something up really quick. Yeah, so Magic Coat has less PP than Sticky Web, so I think maybe I could have just sat in there and spammed Sticky Web, but if I'm going to be honest with you, I built this team like the day that I was battling, and I kind of went through a couple different builds of it, and so in my mind I'm like, oh, Latias has Defog, I can just go out and click that. But then I go out to Latias and realize I don't have Defog, so it's unfortunate. I click Calm Mind here, as now I am gonna roost up. I thought about clicking Dragonium Z actually, which would have been a good play, but there was no real reason to. Like, you could easily go Florges there, and then I'm just punished. So now the Weavile's in. It's this Weavile. I'm at 85% with my spread. Let's see. Life Orb does min 84, so he basically kills me with Life Orb. If he is Icicle Plate or Nevermelt Ice, the roll is 79 to 92. If he is something like a Natural Gift Berry for the Swampert, then the roll is 64 to 77. So I live that. There's also a chance he can Pursuit me. There's also a chance that he clicks Knockoff. Life Orb Knockoff does max 77, and Choice Band Knockoff does 74 to 89. So if he clicks Knockoff, then he needs a Choice Band and to get a roll to knock me out. If he clicks Pursuit, then I live. And if he clicks Icicle Crash, then he needs a boosting item to knock me out. So I feel okay about firing off a Z move. I'm going to be low. He goes for Icicle Crash and misses, which is obviously really, really big. Even if he wasn't a boosting item, that would have put me really, really low to the point where I don't really come on Victini or anything. As Yeah, so that's a huge play. His Weavile goes down, which just puts so much pressure on my team, and I don't really have the best answers to it. So really unfortunate miss there for him. So I'm gonna go out to Shuckle, and he's just gonna Dragon Tail me out. I want to get my webs up. I'm just gonna go to Shuckle again. See if he makes a different play at some point. As he doesn't, he gets me to Roserade though, which is nice. I think I'm just gonna sub up here. Oh no, I'm gonna Sleep Powder. Yeah, I figured he probably had to switch out, but even if he stayed in, Powder would be nice. Lets me go out to Shekel. So I'm going to go for a sub here now. So he goes out to Victini, going to fire off a Leech Seed. Just get a little bit of damage off on this thing, get myself up a bit. Get some damage, and now I'm going to go out to Swampert. Yeah. So Swampert, just kind of take the Blue Flare. I want to scout out for, let's see, so he's shown Magic Coat and Blue Flare and Dazzling Gleam. So Special Victini definitely seems like he should have Energy Ball, but I want to kind of scout out for that. So gonna go out to Shuckle now. Take the Energy Ball pretty well and get that up. So now I'm going to click knockoff, so I get rid of the Rocky Helmet on the Milotic, and now I can just go for Webs, as Scald does a decent amount of damage, but I'm going to be able to pop my Papa Berry, and I can go for Rocks now to help wear down the Victini, because that thing is still very hard for me to switch into and outspeeds everything barring Latias. Now that we both have Webs up, he can get them off the field with Florges, but if he doesn't, then Latias just outspeeds everything since it doesn't take the minus speed. As he's gonna Scald, and I'm just gonna Rock Tomb to get him to a lower health because lower speed because he actually hasn't taken the speed drop yet, and I want to be able to go into Roserade afterwards and sub up on him. So I click sub as he reveals Ice Beam. So good play by him. So I'm just gonna go out to Heracross here. I can take the Ice Beam pretty well, and this is my chance to just start firing off big hits. So I'm going to click Facade as he goes Recover, going to try to stall me out. So this is exactly why I have Sword Stance on this thing, is you can click Sword Stance, he goes Recover, and now we're good to go. We can just click Facade and take this thing out, or kill anything coming in. So now he can go Victini or Mega Manectric, which will outspeed me. Goes Mega Main. I'm just going to go out to Swampert, I believe. Yeah. I could go Latias. The chances are that he has Volt Switch, T-Bolt, Overheat or Flamethrower, and then HP Grasp for Swampert. But just in case he's packing some coverage for Lottie, there's no real reason to risk it since it's so good against the rest of his team. So he goes Flamethrower. As now I just fire off an attack. I might just... Oh, I go out Lottie. So yeah, at that point, like if he has HP Grass, he's going to click it. So so yeah, that's why I kind of made that double out to Lottie. As he goes Florges, so I can just go out to Roserade, clicks the Moonblast. So I'm just going to be able to fire off a Leech Seed here. He goes Psychic, reveals that he has a coverage, which is nice prep on his part. But now I can just go out to Jirachi. It's pretty safe move. As he goes for Psychic, we get some health back. And I'm going to click Shadow Ball here because Victini is really the only thing that wants to switch in on me. And I'm able to take that thing out. As now he's going to go out to Mega Main. And I check, and he's revealed Flamethrower, so I know he probably doesn't have Overheat, and we can definitely live with Flamethrower unless he crits. So I'm just going to let him pop my Weakness Policy, get off the Psychic, take it out, and he actually forfeits here. But Victini, clicks Psychic against Hariyama, and then flinches down the Florges from there with Iron Head. So, good game to Beardy. I don't know. I'm sure... I know. The Weavile Icicle Crash was just such a big, moment in the game. It happened so early. Because, look at my team minus Latias and look at Weavile. And, Shuckle can live a hit, Swampert can live a hit, Heracross can live a hit. But, none of them can really live 2 hits. Maybe Shuckle, but it's a Shuckle. Swampert actually, I think, can live 2 hits. But, he can easily just switch around. And if he keeps rocks off the field and uses Florges to get rid of those, then Weavile is just healthy, and Weavile can just he can position it so that Weavile comes in on the Rosa Raider Jirachi and he just picks up a kill on something. So really unfortunate for him. It's just a, yeah, it's just a kind of, I don't know, scummy. It's hacks that definitely impacted the game a lot. And even, I know, there's a chance he wasn't a boosting item and that Latias lived, but even so, like I said, that puts Latias down to like 11%, and it just makes it hard. It means I had to position a way to come in and get a recover off on something, so I have to probably sack off Amon to be able to bring in Latias and heal it back up. So definitely game changing, definitely unfortunate. But yeah, so I know we started off PBL season 5 just being out prepped and outplayed, and now we're continuing with haxing out our opponent. So this is kind of like the mirror of season 3, where we started off the season by haxing our opponents and then ended the season with being out prepped and outplayed. And I'd say that he actually out prepped me here. To the Magic Coat with Victini was really, really good. Definitely got me with that one. Hariyama is very smart to protect him against Mega Houndoom because Mega Houndoom can just kind of do quite a bit of work against a lot of his team. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed the battle. Next week we'll be going up against M-Dragon, our final division match for the early season division matches, so hopefully we can go 2-1, but M-Dragon, from what I've seen and what I've heard, is pretty good, so there's a pretty good chance that we'll be starting the season 1 and 2, but I know, we'll give it a shot, see if we can pull out a W. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, see you next time, bye.